Hello everyone. On behalf of BIMLABS, I welcome you to this AutoCAD online training session. So, BIMLABS is an authorized learning partner of Autodesk, and myself, Amal PV. I'm working as a technical engineer at BIMLABS Engineering Services Private Limited. This is the seventh part of drawing tools. In this video, we will be discussing about how to give hatches to a particular drawing. Hatch option can be found in the drawing panel that we have in AutoCAD, and you can also use the command as we already mentioned. And but to give your hatch you have to select the particular option, and then what we have to specify is that you have to specify a particular internal point to which hatch has to be created. You can select different patterns from the these available options. Based on that, you will be able to create different hatches. And this is actually the hatch edit option, so we can edit the different properties of the hatch. So this option you can change the pattern like I mentioned, and here you can choose between solid, gradient or pattern or a particular user defined field. So this gradient, solid and hatch is somewhat similar. The only difference is that if you provide a gradient, then it will be in a way of just a combination of two particular colors. If it is solid, then only one color will be there. You can create a solid filled region using that particular option, or you can use hatch to specify or highlight any particular, let's say for example, sections or something. And by this option you can change the color if you don't want it to appear um, by the color of your layer. You can go to this option and change it here. These are some colors that are already available here, or else you can go to this option called more colors. Then a select color window will be appeared. This option is also similar to wherever a particular color has to be selected, this window will be appearing only. And the first option that we have is called index color. There is a combination of 249 colors. We can choose between any of these colors. And the next option, true color, means that we can give a variation or a combination of RGB color to obtain a particular color. You can also choose between these two models to choose a particular one. And then in detail we have color books. In color books there are several color books that are available inside AutoCAD. You can choose between the one that you require and choose the particular number or the ID of that particular color in order to get a value. You can also see the RGB equivalent number for this particular color. So this way you can change the color of your hatches. And then you can change the scale of your pattern by going to this option and changing it from here. And here you can see that I have turned on, or by default it is turned on like associative. So what it means is that the hatch that you provided will be associated with the boundary. So whenever there is a change in boundary, the hatch will readjust itself so that it falls within the boundary. In case if you have turned off this associative option, let me show you an example. I'm closing this one, and let's say if I change this circle, then the hatch itself will readjust. So in case you forgot to turn, I mean if you accidentally turn off this associative option, then this property will not be available. So that's the difference between associative. And in detail you can edit this hatch option by already you will be able to edit different things from this option or this panel itself. If not sufficient, you can just right click on your hatch and go to this option called hatch edit. In this option, you can choose between the different option that is available here. You can see that there is hatch as well as gradient. So both of these things are somewhat similar. You can see from here the the only difference is in gradient it is represented using two color combination and in a particular manner. In hatch you can change in detail of its pattern. You can go to this option and change it from here. Have different options available here, and you can change the angle, the scale, everything from this option itself. So here the additional thing that you have to notice is that there is a particular option called islands. So in islands what we do is that you can change between which style you want to create the hatch. If you want to create an hatch in which you only have to consider the outer boundary, then you can choose the option called ignore. By doing so, the only the outer boundary will be considered and all the interior boundaries will be ignored. The next option that we have is like outer, which is commonly the default option. So most commonly used option should be outer, so such that the outer boundaries as well as the interior boundary will be detected, and within that portion only the hash will be created. And in normal condition or the normal mode, what happens is that hatch will be applied to alternate portions or within the alternate boundaries. In these anyways you can create a particular hatch. So this is actually the way of creating hatch, and you can, as I mentioned, you can once after finishing the creation of hatch, you can edit it anytime by just clicking on any of these hatches, and if you want you can directly go to this hatch edit and customize it customize it as you wish. So this is how you use a hatch in your AutoCAD drawing. I hope you find this video useful. Um, Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you soon in the next video.